Peace, y'all. Happy new day. Welcome to Sunday Stretch and Chill. I'm gonna post my Patreon link down below. I do now have a virtual studio. It's called Nucultur. Let me pin the link as well so it doesn't get lost. We're gonna jump right in. We're gonna get started. This is going into, I think, our fifth Stretch and Chill. Hopefully my headphones are on at the moment. No, hold on, let me make sure I have everything I need. Let's see, Bluetooth. Okay, cool, we're connected, so hopefully y'all can hear me loud and clear through the headphones. That's been something I've wanted to work on consistently. So let's get down to the mat and let's get started. Finding a comfortable seat, let's go ahead and ground in this moment. Go ahead and start to tune into the breath, allowing the breath to rise and fall. Naturally, just noticing the quality of the breath. Just stretch and chill, so if you notice I'm already kind of bopping to the music a little bit, swaying side to side, kind of getting in my personal rhythm, personal groove. You can do the same on your end. And with that, let's start to open up the body. Let's bring our hands to our shoulders, bring the elbows together. Inhale, draw the shoulders up and back. Exhale, bring the shoulders down, bring the elbows down. Rather do this like 2 more times. Opening up the center of the body. It might be 10 a.m. if you're on the East Coast, it might be 7 a.m. if you're on the West Coast. If you're on the West Coast, thank you so much for waking up so early with us to on your Sunday morning. Go ahead and reverse directions. Just seeing what's available. We're not really trying to stretch just yet. We're still in the chill part, doing something good for our bodies first thing in the morning. All right, let's release the shoulders down. Take some seated cat-cows. Hey, piece this up. Inhale, draw the chest forward, and exhale to round the spine. Do this a couple more times. Opening up space in the center. Still glued into that nice quality of our breath. Inhale, draw the chest forward, and exhale, round the spine. So often we don't really get this space to do this in our daily lives, like if we're not actively pursuing a lifestyle of mobility, actively pursuing self-care, if we're not actively pursuing grounding. And this little move here can relieve so much stress. Like you can be sitting at your desk working all day, your home office, wherever, and just taking this move really opens up some stagnant energy in your center. So let's do this one more time. Inhale, chest comes forward, chin comes up, opening up that heart space, the chest area. And exhale, round the spine, release what no longer serves you on your out breath. Inhale, come all the way up. Let's take some circles. We haven't done this in a while. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, around to the right. Just like we're trying to kind of graze if we have a hula hoop around us and we're trying to touch all the sides of the hula hoops. Coming around. I don't know if you heard that click. My hips are already clicking this morning. A couple more times. Open up the side body and those spaces that we kind of missed just going forward and backward. Do the same thing around to the left. 30-minute stretch and chill. If you want a longer practice, please support me at my virtual studio. The link is right down there. You can now support me on Patreon. I have some more virtual content first coming soon. Now that I got my earbuds, it's a lot easier to record the audio. All right, sitting up nice and tall. Shake out the wrists just a little bit. Clasp the hands together. Make some circles with the wrists. Right now, we're really just looking, seeing what's going on with the wrists. Noticing what's available. Using this space to just explore your body. Just chill. Do something good for you. Reverse directions. With the wrists, release. Maybe you press a hand back. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Do the same thing on the other side. Inhale deeply, exhale fully, and release. Shake it on out, shake it on out. Let's come onto all fours. So if you have a yoga mat, if you're on, you might just be on carpet, you might be in your bed. Right now, let's bring your hands right under the shoulders Hands directly under the shoulders and bring the knees in line with the hands. So it looks like I'm creating a tabletop with the back. Exhale, round the spine, pressing up like there's a string attached to the spine. And on an inhale, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back. And do this a couple times, just finding what feels good. Do this with your own breath. Look at me, I'm already starting to sway a little bit forward and back, just feeling out the kinks for my own body. I expect you to do the same. Pressing into the fingertips to round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, heart shines forward, hips tilt up and back. And we press into the fingertips, press into the knees as we round the spine. On the inhale, drop the belly, heart shines forward. Great. Let's come into a child's pose. So feet come together, knees go as wide as the mat. We're going to send the hips back, reach our hands forward, let the forehead come down to the mat. Inhale deeply here. Exhale fully. Swaying side to side, finding any little organic movements that feel good to you. Maybe you're bopping out to the music. Maybe you just find stillness. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Let's take one more breath all together. Inhale deeply. Feel that stomach expand, lungs expand. And exhale fully. To come up onto the elbows, bringing the knees in line with the elbows, moving into a low puppy posture. Walk the knees back, opening up the space under the arms. So this is opening up the shoulders, opening up space in the shoulders. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. You can play around with tucking the tailbone. You can play around with arching the back. Really grounding through the fingers, pressing into the elbows. One more breath here. Puppy posture. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Round the spine. Bringing the knees up, we're coming back to all fours. Let's press up, roll the shoulders back a couple of times, just noticing what's there. And let's move it on up to down dog. So bring our hands to the mat, tuck the toes under. Actually, I lied. Let's get into our hip flexors. Bringing the right foot up and through, coming into a low lunge. You can stay low here, breathe a couple times. You can lift the back knee up if you'd like. If it feels good to come up to one knee, you're welcome to do that. You can also walk your foot out to the edge of the mat. So I just gave you a whole bunch of different things you can do here. The intention is just to open up that left hip flexor. So I'm going to switch just so you can see me. But if you're here, the intention is to open up this space. Not modification, but like pro tip, tuck the tailbone under. So see how right now my back is relatively flat, but here as I engage the core and tuck the tailbone under, that really opens up space in the hip flexor. So I'm going to come back to the other leg. Let's breathe here for about 2 more breaths since you've been down for about 2 breaths already. Inhale deeply, rolling those shoulders back, finding little micro movements that feel good. Exhale fully. Let's go for it again. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Shift back, extending the right leg. Inhale just to draw the chest back, nestling the shoulders together, and we exhale forward fold. Keeping a flat back if that serves you. Notice how I have this crown to tailbone connection. My neck isn't crunched back or just hanging over at the moment. I have this nice long line from the crown of my head all the way to the tailbone. That's really going to help to open up space in the calf muscles, maybe even up through the hamstrings. My hamstrings are tight right now. And let's take a couple more breaths with this extended spine. Inhale deeply, feeling your vertebrae or feeling the space between your back, between your vertebrae. Exhale fully. And now if you want to relax and round over, enjoy that, honor that space, let the head hang. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. One more time. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. All right, on the next inhale, press yourself up, coming back to all fours and pushing forward, and do the same thing on the opposite side. So bring the left leg up and through, settle in, tuck that tailbone under. You know what to do. There's a lot of modifications we can do here. Find little organic movements. Notice I'm already swing left and right. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully, moving into those spaces that feel good. If you're finding stillness here and you're just using your breath as a measurement for how good you feel, that's fine too. It's all good. On the next inhale, let's shift back, extending the left leg. If this feels like it's a lot for you, you can get some blocks or just grab like a couple of shoes, stack them up on each other to give yourself some height. You can do that with pillows too. Gonna come down, roll the shoulders back, inhale deeply. Also, if you have something next to like a piece of furniture, you can also come up on that piece of furniture and hold it and just allow your chest to come down with a flat back. Inhale deeply. Actually, I'll demonstrate that now. Exhale fully, nice long spine, point and flex those feet, and let's all release. So even if you're holding on to something, you can round the spine and just feel that different engagement. What happens in the calf? What happens in the hamstrings? If y'all are hearing some groaning in the background, Truth is right off camera getting his morning stretch and chill in as well, and he is loving it. In yoga, there's no judgment here. Moans, groans, bodily functions are allowed. Give yourself permission to do that. So if you're in a yoga class and you let out a brief fart, just bow, namaste to everyone, and keep it going. All right, inhale, let's draw the chest up, shift forward, come into this low lunge, and let's bring the knees down. So coming into this tabletop position, tuck the toes under, send the hips up and back, press into the shoulders immediately. Let's start pedaling out the feet, bending the right knee, extending the leg, bending the left knee, checking in with the music, enjoying the bop, waving the hips. If your hips kind of come left to right, that's awesome. We're really just opening up space up through the underarm and then also into the calves, maybe the hamstrings if they're really tight. Let's spin a couple more breaths here. Inhale deeply, still pedaling out the feet. Exhale fully. Let's take one moment of stillness, so extending both legs. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Walk it up to the top of the mat. Stroll one footprint at a time. Forward fold. If you need a supported forward fold, bring your hands to your shins or your hands to your thighs. Let the head hang over. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. One more here. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Go ahead and bend the knees like you're coming into a chair. Press up through the heels, round the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Take your time making your way up to standing. Press the hips forward. Inhale, the arms float up overhead. And on an exhale, let's bring our hands down the center line. So we're going to go straight into our vinyasa after this. Now that our bodies are slightly open, now we're going to warm up to a standing, moving, meditation, standing warm up. So inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up. If you want to take a slight back bend here, you are welcome to. Exhale, forward fold. Arms can come down by the sides. Arms can come straight in front of you, whatever feels good. Inhale to lift, come into a flat back. Hands either on the shins or the thighs. Notice I'm moving and breathing the whole time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, bring the hands down. Either come down to all fours or take a plank here, rolling the shoulders back. Lower yourself, elbows in, nice and slow. Inhale, press forward, either into baby cobra, which stops here, or pressing up, tucking the tailbone into upward dog. Exhale to down dog, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, pressing through the arms, pressing through down dog. And now we either step or walk to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up. Exhale, arms down by our side. So we're going to do this 2 more times. If you haven't done this with me before, we are prepping. This is Nucultur 1. This is basically the foundations of what we do in the full-length class. Today's class is only going to be about 30 minutes. So let's do this 2 more times. Let's go. Standing at the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And we exhale and fold. You might think, oh, this is going a little fast. We're moving with our breath, okay? Inhale to lift. Your breath may be on a different pace than mine. Exhale to fold, and that's okay. If you know the sequence, live your best life. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step back to plank, elbows in, strong elbows. Lower yourself down slowly, use that strength. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Lift the chest. Exhale, either come down or just tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, press through the shoulders. On your next inhale, step or walk to the top of the mat. Enjoy a forward fold. Exhale, releasing the spine. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up to standing. Exhale, arms come down by the side. So let's do that one more time. I'm gonna keep cueing you, but take your own time to go at your own breath if that works for you. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step back to plank. Lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come to the top of the mat, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, sweep the arms up to standing. Exhale, release the arms down. All right, we're gonna take a couple postures here. Hopefully your body feels warmed up. We are going to use that flow. We're gonna use that vinyasa, that sun salutation that we just did, to go into, what are we gonna do today? Let's stay with consistent with what we usually use in Nucultur. So we're gonna go through crescent. We're gonna go through crescent, crescent twist, and warrior one. So let's stand at the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Whatever that means to you, exhale, fold. Still moving with the breath. Bend the knees, plant the palms, come down to the mat. If you want to come down to all fours, I'm going to modify that now. Coming down to all fours, exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale, lift the chest. This is the modification if you desire to come to baby cobra. And exhale, press up to down dog. So press through all fours, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back. All right, going into crescent twist or crescent. Shift to the left leg, inhale, right leg comes up. Just opening up space in that calf. Then either walk your foot or knee to nose, come into a low lunge. So you can either be, or this will be a high lunge. You can either stay here or bring the knee down, whichever one you desire. Squeeze the thighs in, inhale, sweep your arms up, press the thumbs back. Yes, crescent, you got this. And exhale, we bring the hands down to the mat. If you want to go through your chaturanga here, you're welcome to. I'm going to skip it for today. So let's bring the left knee down and bring the left foot forward. Same thing on the other side. So lift your back knee if that serves you. Squeeze the thighs. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Awesome, crescent. Tuck the tailbone and exhale, paint your hands down. Awesome. Let's come down to all fours and go for a child's pose. So send the knees wide, send the hips back, reach the arms forward, and rest. We're here for 3 full breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. One more time. Inhale deeply, opening up space between the vertebrae. And exhale, release. All right, coming on to all fours, we're going into crescent with a twist. So let's bring our right foot forward just like we did before. Bring that back knee up off the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up, just like we did in our other crescent. Tuck the tailbone under. This time, bring the right arm down, gazing over the right shoulder. This right hand can come behind that left leg. It can wrap around to the inside of your left thigh. We're just here for a moment. Inhale, breathe. Bringing that arm right next to the ear, and exhale, release, unravel the arm. Inhale, right arm comes up first, and then exhale, we bring our hands down. So go ahead and take your chaturanga if you would like. I'm just going to switch feet. So coming into plank, right foot goes back, left foot comes forward. Same thing on the opposite side. So you know what to do by now. I'm going to give you a moment of silence to enjoy it by yourself. You got this. Trust your body. If your balance feels a little wonky, you can bring your foot out. So instead of being so in line, you can widen that foot out. Inhale, sweep the arms. Go for your twist when you're ready. Trust your balance. Move fluidly with your breath. All right, inhale, bring the left arm up. Exhale, paint the hands down. Let's come down, go back to a child's pose before we get into warrior two. Or take your chaturanga. Okay, I see you over there, True. Going through his full chaturanga. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. 2 more breaths. Inching your fingertips towards the top of the mat. Pressing the lower back down, opening up space under the arms. And let's come back onto all fours. We're moving into warrior two. So coming onto all fours. Let's send the hips up and back to down dog. Lift your right leg up and knee to nose or step to the top of your mat. Take your time into a high lunge. Back foot pivots down. Bring that heel to the mat. Then windmill your arms up into warrior two. All right, a little alignment in warrior two. Our shoulders are directly over the hips. Hips are tucked and we're grounding down in the feet. So I probably should have done that other way. Ground in the feet, squeeze the thighs in, tuck the tailbone, open the heart, and bring the shoulders out. So let's just chill in this warrior two. Let's breathe here. Gazing over your front leg. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully. Just feeling that upward current of energy. Challenge yourself to sink down a little bit more into your warrior two. Let's breathe. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. One more time. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully. To come out of this, let's do a reverse warrior. Back hand comes down. Inhale, right arm comes up, spinning our chest towards the sky. Exhale, send it forward. Right hand, notice I'm hinging at the hips. Right elbow comes to my knee. Arm comes up and over. Opening up that side body, breathe. Yeah, I'm skinny, y'all. Enjoy my ribs. And then let's come back up to warrior two. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And I have to lift the weights and eat them more. So the thickness is coming. Let's do warrior two on the opposite side. So we're here, breathing, making sure our alignment is in a place that feels good. We're not squeezing and clenching and all that sort of stuff. It's just holding integrity in the body so your muscles aren't just doing whatever. We're here for 2 more breaths. Arms out, make it good. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Maybe you have a focal point. Maybe you're looking at your hand, or maybe you're looking at something in your room in the distance if you're outside. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Ground through the feet. Squeeze that core. Use your core. Not squeeze. Integrity in the core. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully. To come out of this, let's do reverse warrior. Right hand comes down. Left arm comes up. Open your chest towards the sky. And inhale, exhale, send it forward. Elbow to knee. Arm comes up and over. Open up the side body. Feel it. Feel it. And we come back up to warrior two. All right, let's bring those toes in. Let's make our way down to the mat. So inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward, fold. Wide legs. Inhale deeply here. And exhale fully. Bring your hands down to the mat and squat. We're going to take one kind of power pose, yogini squat. So you can do it supported, having your hands down, or press your knees out with the elbows. Hands comes to heart center. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. If this is a bit much to you, you can come up to horse and hang out here. We're just really activating the thighs at the moment. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Press your elbows in while you're pressing the knees out. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully. Bring your hands down to the mat and make your way slowly down, all the way down to the mat. Let's come to sit. All right, last little warm-up that we're gonna do, opening up the core. So we have a stagnant, or we have a still boat pose, and we have a moving boat pose. So coming into boat pose, sitting right before your tailbone, hands come back, knees come up. You're either here for, let's go for 5 breaths, or you're moving. So on your own breath, you're here, arms can be up and pulsing, legs can be straight for 5 breaths, or if you want to do a moving boat pose, you can do that as well. So go for 3 more breaths. Keeping your chin up, shoulders rolled back. Trying for a parallel straight legs. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath, you got this. And release, come all the way down, send the legs out long, reach the arms up overhead. And release. Let's bring the knees into our chest and create circles with the knees going around to the right. Let's go for about 3 to 5 breaths here. Rolling over the tailbone, rolling over the lower back, massaging the tops of the glutes. Letting our breath calm down in this beautiful 30-minute practice that we just enjoyed. Reverse directions. Coming back to the breath. Sometimes when we do when we're listening and moving and trying to breathe at the same time, we actually forget that it's all about the breath. All right, let's bring the soles of the feet down to the mat. Cross your right foot over the left knee. Bring your legs up and clasp your left leg. Bring your left leg closer to you, opening up. You might feel it in your piriformis, but apparently this is called an arabolus stretch. I'm going to come forward a little bit. Sorry, y'all. This is called an arabolus stretch. Hey, peace. And just press. Maybe you sway side to side, coming one with the music. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So feet down, cross the left leg over. This time, bring the knee in, finding what feels good. Inhale deeply, exhale fully, inhale deeply. Exhale fully. All right, release the feet. For the thighs, there's a couple things that we can do here. Bring your feet as wide as the mat. Bring your heels closer to your bottom and windshield wiper the knees down. So you can go one at a time, just bringing the right knee down and then up, and the left knee down and up, opening up space in the the thighs after we just did that yogi squat and horse. Or you can do them both at the same time if that serves you as well. Just windshield wipering the knees left to right, left to right. I think this might be a bit easier, to be honest. Easier, but same results. Let's do this 2 more times. Over to the right. And over to the left. Last thing that we're going to do, let's bring our knees into our chest and your arms out into a T or cactus arms. I have this wall here. Drop your knees over to the right side and feel that twist in the lower back. Nestle your shoulder blades together. Gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale deeply. Breathing into the space in that lower back. Exhale fully. One more time. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Take your right hand, slide them under your knees, press your knees up, Same thing on the opposite side, so you know what to do. Take this moment to breathe. If you have a twingy back from sports or crappy mattresses, I'm completely projecting here, this is just my life experience, then this is great for that lower back. If you're always cracking your back throughout the day, at night spend some time in this position on your bed. So if you're watching TV or even reading a book, you can just be laying in this space, and that'll open up this space in your back naturally, so you don't have to crack your back as much. Even though those pops are kind of satisfying, bringing air between the joints isn't necessarily healthy. So let's take the left hand, press it under the knees, slide the knees up, send the legs out long. So our body is fully long now, and I'll guide us through a full body scan. Fully relax, arms down, legs down, melting yourself into your mat. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale fully with a sigh. Releasing the feet, releasing what no longer serves you. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale with a sigh. Releasing the legs, releasing what no longer serves you. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale fully with a sigh. Releasing the hips and pelvis, the glutes, any energy that is no longer serving you. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully with a sigh. Releasing the lower abs, the lower back, your chest, the middle of your back, releasing what no longer serves you. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully with a sigh. Releasing the collarbone, releasing your shoulders, your arms, your hands, releasing what energy no longer serves you. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully with a sigh. Releasing the throat, the jaw, the muscles on the face, releasing what no longer serves you. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Releasing the base of the skull all the way up to the crown of the head, and releasing what no longer serves you. While you're enjoying this relaxing space, take a couple more breaths and just send some love to any places in your body that need it. So maybe your hips need some love. Take a deep breath there, inviting cool, calm energy to your hips, and exhale any hot, tense energy that no longer serves you. Maybe you might feel some tension around the heart space, heart energy. Inhale deeply, inviting loving self-love and awareness to the heart space. And exhale fully. Any last space in your body that might still be harboring a little tension, might still need some love. Inhale deeply into that space now. And exhale fully. All right, let's wiggle the fingers, bringing awareness to them. Windshield wiper the toes, left to right. Take a nice yogi stretch overhead, reaching for the opposite wall, pointing the toes in the opposite direction, and roll over to one side, coming into fetal position. Enjoy fetal position for one round of breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully, and use your top arm to press yourself up to a comfortable seat, whatever that means to you. And let's just take a moment to roll the shoulders back. Maybe take a quick seated cat-cow. Just noticing this new space we just opened up in our bodies in this last 30 minutes. And let's bring our hands to our heart space. And thank yourself for coming to the mat. Thank yourself for joining in Stretch and Chill, for getting here. Sometimes showing up to the mat is like 80% of the work. Let's bring our hands up to our forehead and bow one another out of our session. Thank you so much for joining another Sunday Stretch and Chill. Y'all, this has been I think this is the 5th week, so we've been doing this really consistently. I'm very grateful for those who have come on and stayed the whole time. For those of you who just popped on and, you know, giving me the thumbs up, that you're enjoying this space. The link below, please support, join Patreon if you would like a longer class. We do have Mondays at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. PDT, Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Daylight Time. That's available. That's a full hour class. That is the advanced class right now. So if you're familiar with yoga and you're like, this is great, but I need my hour class, that is where you can get that. It's only 20 bucks to join, so support me on Patreon. That's great for your budget as well. And these videos, these Sunday Stretch and Chills will be going on there as well. Any yoga content that I have on Instagram will be going on there, and we'll also have some shorts, some foundations. If you're like, man, how do I get into crow pose? How do I build into a headstand? How do I get flexible enough to touch my toes? We're gonna have all that on Patreon. So I'm enjoying this. Thank you so much for joining me on Sunday mornings. Hopefully you're getting something out of it. Tell a friend, y'all. It's free. It's 30 minutes, but 30 minutes is not enough to really grow the practice, hence why we have the Patreon. So join me on there for those full hour classes and the other shorts that we put on. I'll see you next Sunday. Love and light. Healing the people.
Those headphones got microphones in them?
Yes.
There you go.
This will be my first time that I'm like testing how they record. But yes, they do. All right. X.